HFB. That's the name of the biggest trader in all of CSGO. Not much is known about him except he owns the most expensive inventory in all of Counter-Strike. This monstrosity of cosmetics is worth around $4 to $6 million, and that's just an estimate. The reason I can't give you a more specific number is because HFB is extremely private. He holds a tight circle of highly reputable traders and refuses to add or talk to anyone else. He doesn't even chat within his own circle. These chats are strictly business. It's basically impossible to trade with him if you don't already know him. It doesn't matter if you're the War Owl or Gabe fucking Newell himself, he literally doesn't care. But wait, what the hell does this guy even have in his inventory that's worth $4 million? Well, for starters, he has 3 Blue Gem 661 scar patterns. This is the rarest AK-47 skin you could possibly unbox, and one of these was literally unboxed by Anomaly. He sold it to HFB for $32,000.
That might be one of, I think that's the only recorded trade up or opening of that 661 pattern, I think.
32,000 US.
Yeah, US dollars.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But the most recent sale for a skin like this was around $400,000. On top of that, he owns a huge collection of StatTrak Crimson Web knives, most of which are the #1 float, making them the rarest of their type. He also has 2 of the lowest float souvenir Dragon Lores, worth around $500,000 each. Then he's got 3 more souvenirs that are extremely rare, just not the greatest of all time. And I haven't even told you about his most rare item yet, the No Star Karambit. Every knife in CSGO has a star attached to its name, except this one, because it was given out by Steam support. They only made one, and this is also the only skin in the game that has a float of exactly 0. It's a glitched item made by Valve, and on top of that, it's everyone's favorite knife. But who is HFB? Well, the leading theory is that he's a member of a royal family in the United Emirates, specifically the House of Nahyan, the ruling family of Abu Dhabi. It's practically impossible to confirm this, and given the fact that no one's ever talked to him except through a middleman, I think it's safe to assume that this is either just a rumor or fake info he spread himself so that people wouldn't bother investigating him. The thing is, HFB had been less active in the trading scene for many years. And the last time he logged into his account was apparently in 2019. This all changed on June 21st, 2022, when his profile picture suddenly changed. His inventory is made public, and now all of his skins are being sold online for quick sale prices. It's quickly revealed that his email and password had been changed, leading most to believe that this wasn't HFB on the account, but the mobile authenticator linked to his account hadn't been changed, and there was no way the hackers were sending trades without it. This was confusing to say the least, but just a few hours later, we would start getting some answers. You're chatting with a Steam support agent on Telegram, and he's helping you recover some accounts. You've been working with this guy for a couple of weeks now, and the accounts you're recovering are obviously not yours. He told you before that usually he's helped others recover their own accounts for a fee, but no one before you ever thought to take advantage of this. It started out simple, with a couple of tests. You messaged him with links to a few dormant accounts, claiming you forgot the info, and after paying, he provided you with sufficient information to recover the accounts. At this point, you realize just how much money you can make. You keep this up for a couple of months, start moving high-value CSGO items, and selling them for profit. The scheme is very thought out. With the agent's help, you look for Steam accounts with high-value skins, accounts that have been inactive for at least a few years. This is so the owners don't notice when their information gets changed. Next, you make burner Steam accounts to transfer the skins to, then sign those up to Buff 163 using fake information. Finally, with the help of your agent, you community ban the accounts. This makes it harder for them to realize what's about to happen and prevents others from messaging them. From there, you can access the account and undo the ban at the precise moment you want to trade the skins out to your burner. Once that's done, you can either delete the account or reban it to make it harder for people to notice what the hell just happened. Once the skins are out, you can sell them on Buff, cash out to a different skin to sell somewhere else, or just sell your Buff balance to another user. Then from there you can just delete your burner Steam account and do this all over again. Steam starts reversing trades done by the skin buyers. These buyers then tried everything to avoid having their trades rolled back. They privated their inventories and ran up the trade history to see if there was a limit to how many trades Steam could roll back. And when that didn't work, some put items in storage containers, which actually managed to save some of their skins. Another couple hours later, an HFB's account has been fully restored, looking like it had never been touched in the first place. This had never been seen before, and of course, accounts get hacked all the time, even accounts with massive inventories like HFB. But still, Steam has almost never reverted an entire account like this, which is why everyone in the skins community was shocked to see this happen. The reason why is unclear, but most likely it's because this hack wasn't HFB's fault, but instead everything that happened was because of Steam. When you lose access to your account, Steam allows you to contact them to recover it. All you have to do is prove the account ownership. Now, if you made a support ticket and managed to convince Steam that you're the owner of HFB's account, Steam would quite literally give you the keys to his inventory. There's only two things that qualify as proof of ownership, according to Steam. This can either be payment information used on the account previously, or product codes that were activated on the account. The easiest way to get either would be to get into one of his emails, or instead, you could just ask Steam to give you that information as well. You could make multiple support tickets and try and siphon out information about the account. This is called social engineering, the art of deceiving others. However, this isn't the only way this could have happened, because there used to be a little-known method where if somebody knows your Steam username, they can send money to your account, then open up a Steam support ticket, and claim that that is their account. Support will then give them access, as it seems that making a small random payment to your account is enough to prove that it's yours. You've been doing this for a few years now, mostly unnoticed. But something's changed. You check out a Steam account you've meant to target for quite some time now, only to realize the account's already been banned, and the skins have already left their inventory. You're not the only one doing this anymore. You realize this target wasn't quite the gold mine you thought it was. Although his inventory was literally worth millions, it seems that he was also well known by other traders, and the community quickly figured out something's wrong. You see this as an opportunity and quickly report all the thief's accounts. It's pretty easy to find all of his burners, since your friend can see everything happening in the background. Once they're banned, they retaliate by reporting your buff accounts. Then they just disappear. Your friend tells you he must be working with a different support company because no one in his department is doing this besides him. Now, most of HFB skins were sold on two well-known marketplaces, Buff163, the biggest Chinese marketplace, and a smaller Russian trading site, market.csgo.com. The fact HFB skins were trafficked through these foreign markets was very suspicious to say the least, since the Russian site doesn't require any sort of ID verification through KYC at all, and the Chinese one is, well, mainly used by Chinese users. This doesn't mean the hacker is Chinese, obviously. If this guy is smart enough to trick Steam into letting him into the most expensive account in the world, he's smart enough not to sell the goods under his own name. After selling the skins, the hacker took home at least $300,000 in Bitcoin, which today is triple that. Not quite $4 million, but at the end of the day, this guy was quick selling way under market value in order to get rid of the skins as quickly as possible. After Steam reversed the trades I mentioned earlier, some accounts actually end up getting community banned, trying to evade the rollback with storage units. But in this ban wave, a fresh Steam account is seemingly banned for no reason. This account looked like an alt account, and had received a fair amount of skins in a direct trade with HFB shortly after the hack. When the account was first taken over, the hacker also changed the Steam profile URL, and when you look at the two right next to each other, it seems that they were generated in somewhat of a similar way. Four months later, you're gathering information for yet another account. This one's nothing special, but he does have an inventory slightly more expensive than your usual targets. It doesn't really matter. He hasn't played on the account for a couple years now. He's probably never gonna find out. Something's wrong. The account shouldn't have any bans, but for some reason, It can't trade. How's this even possible? Does he know? How the fuck does he know? And even if he did, how could he prevent it from happening? Turns out, this guy is very well connected to Valve employees, and by some miracle, he noticed the changes happening to his account. Almost immediately, the account is frozen and reverted back to its original state before you recovered it. In return, your friend's company receives an internal investigation by Valve's request, and the entire department is fired. You're forced into retirement. Nobody really knows who hacked HFB's account, but we do know that shortly after that happened, Steam terminated contracts with multiple customer support companies, and ever since then, mysterious Steam account takeovers are almost completely unheard of. The skins stolen by these workers, however, are still on the market being traded, and some estimate them to be worth over $100 million.
Blow bands, blow bands, blow bands.